they sit right on the desktop. So this way you don't have like your laptop on the desk and then this monitor up here. You know, you get one of these zero height monitors. It'll put them side by side. So when I buy if I buy computers, I'll buy 2 computers at the same time. They both come with one monitor. So I'll take the one monitor and combine them and put it on one computer. So now I got 2 matching monitors, and then whatever other monitor is on sale, I'll buy 2 of those and put that on the other computer. So you know, the HP, you know, whatever it is, the Acer desktop that came with the monitor. If I buy 2 of those, I'll just, you know, steal the monitor from the one, and I'll go buy whatever monitor is on sale and pair those up. And just having those, you know, I've seen people that have 9 monitors, those stock trader guys, right? But for me, you know, 2 is great, and it's well worth it. If you're this is the best place if you're looking for deals on computer stuff, on televisions, on electronics, on, I mean, there's anything, all sorts of things. This is like Web 2.0 bargain site. What I mean by that is this company doesn't put out, it's not a company that puts out deals. What it is a community of people that when they find a good deal, they post it here and tell everybody about it. And people say, wow, thumbs up, that's a great deal, or thumbs down, you know, you can find that deal anywhere, that's not a good deal. So you see a lot of people with a lot of thumbs up. You can find on slickdeals.net. They didn't take my advice with the .com thing. But slickdeals.net, that's where I go to find all the deals on. If I'm looking for a tablet, or I'm looking for a laptop, or I'm looking for I just bought a internet connected 32-inch television from a recommendation of this site for it was $299. I'm sorry, it was a 40-inch, $299 for a 40-inch that had like Netflix built into it, internet built right into the thing. That was a really good deal. So that's a good bargain website. Find that dual monitor. All right, what do we have here? Let me see if I can grab another. Let's see what else. Oh, this is cool. I just picked this up from, this is a Slick Deals deal. Little tripod here that holds like your cell phone. Any cell phone pretty much will fit right in. Where you can take videos. You can get it on Amazon. I think it was on Amazon, but Slick Deals is what led me there. Let me see what else. I have other pieces to it here. There's like a magician in here. You remember what I was saying about taking pictures of bathrooms and having this little package. Not only did it come with this stand, but this was for the iPhone. It came with this little cover. It came with a couple things. Telezoom lens. Check that out. Stick that on your iPhone. My in-laws have like a bald eagle's nest right outside of their house near Graterford Prison. They live right on the edge of where Graterford Prison is. And there's a bald eagle's nest up there. And I use this. I can take pictures of the eagles right from. That is like 8 times zoom or something. Yeah. So it came with the stand. It came with this thing. It also came with 2 of the wide-angle lenses too. And these little wide-angle lenses, you just stick it on the back of your cell phone. Same thing as what I showed you with the video camera. This is a similar thing. It just sticks right on the back of your cell phone, and it gives you that wide-angle lens so you can go through a house. So they make this as like a point hole on the floor.
What does that cost, Johnny, the wide-angle lens?
What does it cost?
Yeah, for the wide-angle lens.
I would just Google it for your. This particular deal was like the tripod, the telezoom lens, and 2 wide-angle lenses, and the case for the iPhone that allows you to mount it. And that was all like, I think it was $40 or something.
Wow.
Yeah. And the lenses are probably, I don't know, the lenses are probably worth at least $20-some a piece.
Yeah. So what do they call that?
This is a wide-angle lens is what you need to get for.
No, I mean the whole.
I don't know. That's not on the presentation. That's just something don't spend too much time on Slick Deals. You'll find good deals, and you're like, oh man, if you're anything like me, it's like, why did I buy that? Yeah. But just this little contraption alone, I mean, it doesn't have to just be the iPhone. I can take my Android phone and pop it on there, and now all of a sudden I have a tripod. this is cool for, you know, they have these like video chat things. Like I can, my dad's down in Florida, I can put him on video chat on the screen and have the kids sit in front of it. We can talk to each other and see him on the screen, on the cell phone. So, there's an app for that. All right. What do we do? I think we did ROIs. Oh, ROIs got one more. How about this one's cool. How many people here use like a database? Maybe you know in the past you use Outlook or you use Act. I guess is one of the ones where you know it's computer-based things. Now there's big pushes for web-based stuff. All the applications that used to sit on your computer are now just out there in the cloud. You go to a website and you're in the application. So goes the databases. This is RealFlow is one that we have. It's you know basically it has these are like seller leads that come in. Something comes in off the website, it automatically throws it in my database. It allows me to follow up with the people. Gives me the tools to contact the person. You know, when you call your electric company, the electric company tells you, last time we spoke with you last Tuesday, you said this, and you know they keep track of all that stuff. This is a similar tool where your tenants are calling you have sellers calling you want to know what you know where you left it with them. This is a great tool to keep track. They're called CRM, like customer relationship management software, CRMs. There's one called RealFlow. There's like a free trial for that. This one's called FreedomSoft. Man, that looks hard. FreedomSoft, yeah, the projector is just weighing that up. FreedomSoft is more for wholesalers, kind of wholesaler. It's a whole wholesaler marketing system database for people that are buying property and flipping to other people. That's another one. And this is kind of like a roll your own. It's called Zoho. Zoho's a lot of things. It's similar to Google Docs. They have all sorts of database tools. Zoho Creator allows you to basically, in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you can create your own application. You don't even have to have any programming skills. You can just basically take a spreadsheet and turn it into an online web application. So in this case, you know, it's keeping track of a seller. Here's sellers that are waiting to close. So this is a way to keep track of it. A friend of mine, Steve, I showed him this, and he programmed this whole system that him and his virtual assistant use to keep track of where the leads are in your pipeline. So here's the people I mailed. Here's the people that responded. Here are the ones I made appointments for. Here are the ones that I went on the appointments and they're waiting for a proposal. So that kind of thing. So like a sales funnel. The Zoho's one that's free, and you can kind of roll your own. The other ones are about, you know, somewhere between about $100 a month, something like that. You can find some that are out there cheaper. But that allows you to keep track of all your leads or whatever. So here's a couple of those websites: RealFlow.com, FreedomSoft.com, Zoho, CRM. And we also, believe it or not, we still actually use a low-tech version, which is fill out a form and keep it in a pile, and then cycle through those forms. It actually works pretty well. You cycle through that pile and see, is there any leads in there I need to call back? The low-tech. All right, let me see. This one's a mystery. Here's the last one I'll do here. This is financial calculators for your smartphone. This is another app that you pay for. It's you know, I don't think many of these are free. There's a couple ones that are very limited functionality that are free, but this is a VA2, Texas Instruments Business Analyst 2, and it basically emulates your financial calculator. You know, again, having your as much stuff as I can get on my cell phone that's always with me is great. So having to carry around an extra calculator, financial calculator, the fact that I can just put one right on my cell phone and the keys are identical to the calculator that I spent $40 for is phenomenal. It also shows you like a full amortization schedule that the original calculator couldn't do, because, you know, it didn't have the space for it. The Apple did do a full amortization schedule. If you're a 12C, you know, if you favor the 12C calculator, how many people are 12C people? Okay, how many like the Texas Instruments 10B? Yeah, so it's pretty much split. So some people like the horizontal calculator. I don't know. I learned on the Texas Instruments. So if you don't have a financial calculator, you've never played with one, awesome tool. I would say a very good book to read about how to calculate time value of money is the manual to these calculators. The manual to these calculators teaches you investing. Yeah, I swear to God. So there's a couple. Here's a free one. This one is Carl's Mortgage Calculator. It's Carl with a K. And this isn't really a financial calculator. What it does is it does simple financial calculation. You put in the property value, how much is the down payment, what the interest rate is, and you can calculate for the payment. Or if you know the payment, you can calculate for what the balance is. So that's a free one. It's not as fully functional, but wonderful app to have on your phone. That's one worth paying for. The 12C is $5. I have the 10B2, which is I think that might have been, it's probably around $5 or $7. How much are the 12C calculators, if you want to raise your hand for that? $65, $75 to have the calculator. It's something extra you got to carry in your pocket. For $5, $10, whatever, you can get one of these, and there's some free versions that don't do much, but that's there's an app for it, and that's I'm such a geek when it comes to all the apps. You're going to go to the Android, Google Play, they call it now. It used to be the Android Market. That's Google Play, or you go to the App Store on iPhone, and in the App Store, just look for financial calculator. If you like, 12C or 10B2 are the most popular financial calculators out there. So if you just put in those models, 12C, or you put in 10B2 on those marketplaces, they'll pop up.
You can put all this on an Android tablet too.
Yeah, an Android tablet or an iPad, you can put all that stuff on there too. I have it actually emails it. You can email yourself the amortization schedule for most of those applications. So it would send it right from the phone, right to your email, and you'll have it there and you can print it. There's also some web printing applications. So iPad, I think iPads still kind of have the market. I mean, there's other tablets that came out. This is one that I picked up. It's actually dual screen. It's got Android tablet on the one side, and then like a Kindle reader on the other side. And the Kindle reader you could write on. You could actually write. You could write on that side. So you have a form pop up on there. I could actually just take the pen out and fill in the form, sign it, hit send. Kind of like the UPS guy does. That's kind of cool. They went out of business. they geared it towards the educational, like college market, and they didn't do it. But this is on my Christmas list. This is the that's the Asus Transformer Prime, something like that. This thing is like it's an Android tablet, which I like, because you can plug all sorts of stuff into it. You can upgrade the memory. You can do all sorts of stuff.
I ordered one for my boss.
You can also dock it, and it turns it into a little tablet computer. And the keyboard in this actually has an additional battery that it expands the battery life of the whole thing. So that's my next tablet. I don't really have much to say about tablets. I mean, you see them everywhere. I think people use those. I mean, anywhere you go now, everybody's looking at some piece of glass. They're looking at the tablet. They're looking at the phone. It's crazy. Pretty soon, Google now has these like Retina glasses. These glasses that you look at somebody and they'll tell you, oh, there's their last Facebook post. There's a crazy. Technology's nuts. So, all right. One last. I don't have anything to sell you, but I'll think of something. Hold on. I'm going to give you, what I'd like you to do is, if you would, is go to investorgadget.com. This is the final Jeopardy question. And if you put in your name and your email address, I'll send you a copy of all these resources that we talked about. I actually have some extra ones. There's some that are on here that don't exist anymore, but I'll send them to you. I'll see if I can update it. But investorgadget.com, you put your name and your email address, and as I do reviews of technology, like I think the last review I did was of like a lockbox like this. As this stuff comes out, you'll get little snippets. I usually do like little short videos. I do a website, little short video, and show you the website, and say, hey, here's what I'm using this for. Here's what I'm looking at. And if you're like, you know, like to use technology to help you in your business, I'll give you some great resources. The one thing that if anybody's interested, we have a real estate office, and we worked out a deal for $59.87 a month. We actually have a package to give MLS access only for like the Trend system. MLS access for $59.87 a month if you're a real estate investor. It has to go through an office. We made a special deal with the MLS provider. We said, here's what we want to do. We have these investors. We're an investor-friendly brokerage. We have investors that, you know, they basically give us a limited account. You can't do the things that licensed people do. You can't like go look at listings. You can't do schedule appointments. You can't post your own stuff. You can't do any of that. But what it does allow you to do is it gives you access to public records. So if you drive by a property address, you can pop it in and you can find out the owner's name. You can find out when's the last time they took out a mortgage and how much it was for and who the lender was. It has that sales history. How much did they buy it for? When did they buy it? It also allows you to export public records, 5,000 a month. So I could say, show me all the multifamily properties within this zip code. And you put in a zip code or you put in a school district. And it'll give you all the multifamilies. And then you say, okay, I want with this price range. It'll give you an export so you can mail to all those people. And say, I want to mail to all the non-owner occupied properties within my area. Give you a list of all the landlords in your area. Here's my favorite. Give me a list of all the landlords, non-owner occupied properties that have owned the thing for 25 years. What are those people about ready to do? Retire. So if you guys think that's valuable, if you'd like access to that information, it's $59.87 a month. I have some forms here. I brought like 20 of them. So if you're interested in that, that's all I have. If you have any questions, I'm gonna hang around. And if you give me your business card up here, I'll send you an email. If you don't feel like going to the website, just leave your business card.